What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some cards that are down in price right now that you can go out and buy this weekend, save yourself some coin, and help you win more games and upgrade that overall on your MUT 24 squad. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. One thing that I always want you to get into a habit of doing is when we get a brand new card, look for other cards at that same position. This weekend, we got a 98 overall Randy Moss with 99 speed, so naturally we should be taking a look at other wide receivers in the game, and that's where we're going to start this video. The first one that I would recommend is going to be Sugar Rush Nico Collins, which is a 98 overall with 98 speed, and he's 6'4". He's basically a replica of Randy Moss. Now, the Moss card that came out today gets Jukebox or 0 AP, and that's going to make him the better card if you compare the two. But this card, attribute-wise, is very, very similar, and for the most part, excluding something like Jukebox, you don't really need abilities on wide receivers, in my opinion, to make them good this year. This is a really good card. Now, earlier this afternoon, he was down to about 325,000 coins. He's back up to about 370K, which is still a really good price. 6'4" with 98 speed, 99 catching. The route running gets better as it goes up. Short 91, mid 95, deep 97. He's been one of my favorite wide receivers to use over the last several weeks. He's still on my team right now, though I'll probably replace him to try out the Randy Moss later tonight on Twitch. You can give him Matchup Nightmare for 0 AP if you're not using a Hot Route Master quarterback. He gets Slot Apprentice for 0 AP as well. Those are in the same bucket. If you do have a Hot Route Master quarterback, just go Matchup Nightmare, and if you want, it's not necessary, but he does get Route Technician for 1 AP, which is usually good against man coverage. So if you're running a lot of man and you're struggling, that's an ability you might want to take a look at. Another similar card, not as good as Randy Moss or Nico Collins, but again, similar and less expensive, is going to be Weekly Wild Card Christian Watson. Also 6'4", also has 98 speed. The route running is pretty good, short and deep 97, mid 94. He's got good catch ratings. Again, I'd say this all the time, there's not going to be a huge difference between a guy who has 96 catch and 99 catch when you play on the field. Knockouts are so powerful, it's just not going to matter. So don't get hung up on these things. Try to save yourself some coins. For 280K, this is a really good wide receiver. He doesn't get great abilities, but as I said a moment ago, you don't really need abilities to make wide receivers work in this year's game. He does get Deep Out Elite for 1 AP. That's what I used on this card when I did have him on the team. He also gets Wide Receiver Apprentice for 1 AP, which will give you those additional hot routes across anywhere on the field. So if you're not using a Hot Route Master quarterback, you can go that route with him. And then the third one I'm going to recommend, another tall wide receiver that's got good speed. 97 speed is still very usable right now. 6'5", Ultimate Legend Chris Collinsworth. His catch ratings are pretty good. His deep and mid route runnings are really good. Short only 97. He plays pretty well all around the field. I've had him on the outside. I've had him as slot receiver. He's currently one of the receivers on my No Money Spent squad. He's going to get Runoff Elite for 0 AP, which is a really good free ability, especially if you like to run the ball a lot. It's going to make that defender who's covering him travel down the field with him, even on running plays, so it can help free up one person that could be coming up there to make a tackle. He might be out of the picture now, and he also gets that deep elite ability, which is 1 AP. It feels like it should be the perfect counter to like deep out zone KO and deep route KO. Unfortunately, it's not, but I have equipped it on a handful of receivers this year, and it lights up. I just don't think it does anything special, but if you want to try it out in your system, it might be better for you. Unfortunately, at quarterback and running back, I'm going to have no news to report. The best QB in the game right now and the most affordable one is going to be Combine Bo Jackson. He's only 280K. He just continues to get cheaper and cheaper. I do think we get the Ring of Honor promo this upcoming Thursday, and I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Vick is one of those cards. So if you want to hold off on making a purchase on any quarterback right now, because surely if we get a Vick card or a new quarterback, which it seems like we're due for one at any point this week, this card and most quarterbacks in the game are going to come down in price, but this is still your best bet at 280K. He's going to get Set Feet Lead and Hot Route Master for a total of 3 AP. He has that traditional 4 release, so you don't need Gunslinger on this card, and he gets the Truz X Factor for 0 AP. 9 plays into the game if you have it equipped. That's going to light up and stay on for the remainder of the game, which means if you want to scramble with that 98 speed that he has, you can do it comfortably and not have to worry about fumbling. All of his attributes are really good. Throw power, short throw, mid throw, deep throw. The only question mark is that throw under pressure. I personally have never had a problem with it. He's still the quarterback over on my No Money Spent squad, and he makes all the throws that I need him to make. And as I said, running back Bo Jackson, is going to be your best bet at this position. Best running back in the game, easily. Only 289,000 coins, 98 speed, 96 change of direction. The trucking and break tackle are good. The catching is low, but he's never dropped any questionable passes for me that weren't in like heavy traffic or due to a knockout. And he's going to get the Angry Runs X Factor for 1 AP. Turns on 9 plays into the game, stays on for the remainder of the game, makes him very tough to tackle unless there's multiple defenders in the area. And he also gets evasive for 0 AP, which is huge because that's one of the best abilities that a running back can have. And to get it for free with a card who also gets Angry Runs and all of these good attributes, I mean, he's just easily the best running back in the game. There's just no doubt about it. One more player on offense, Dalton Schultz at tight end. There's some pretty good inexpensive tight ends out there now that we got Gronk this week, and most recently that AKA Travis Kelce card. I like Dalton Schultz because he gives you just about everything. 95 speed isn't amazing. You know, you got the Luke Musgrove card, which is 98 speed, but Dalton does get any 32 NFL team chem, so you can put him on any one of your theme teams. That's going to bump up the speed. The route running's great, the catching's great, and he also adds in the 89 run block, which is really good and rare on a lot of tight ends. You just don't see good run blocking aside from a few people, and Gronk obviously being one of them. And he gets a good juke animation after the catch. That's really important for a lot of people. That's something that Gronk does not have. So this card is the total package, and he's all the way down now to 275K. He also gets 2 0 AP abilities. You can get mid-in and mid-out elite both together for 0 AP. Pretty good combination there. Probably not necessary for a 1 AP ability, but when they're both free, you might as well take it. If you haven't got Warren Sapp at defensive tackle by now, I can't tell you to do it. Like, you're just being stingy at this point. But if you're looking for an alternative, and he's not even going to be better than Warren Sapp, Michael Pierce is a solid option at defensive tackle. We got Mean Joe Green today, so just like with Randy Moss and wide receivers, you might be able to scoop up some defensive tackles for the low. And this Michael Pierce right now goes for a little bit under 300K, only 82 speed, but he gives you really high strength at 96, block shed 97, power move 92, finesse move 87, and if you happen to rock an AFC North theme team, he gets any one of those team chems, not just the Ravens. He gets inside stuff for 1 AP, which is really good on defensive tackles, especially tackles that have high strength and block shed. And then he also can get secure tackler for 0 AP, which is really good against guys like combine running back Bo Jackson and Angry Runs Marshawn Lynch. Secure tacklers are going to be highly recommended as the rest of the year goes on if you can get them for 0 AP. And combine Bo Jackson at right outside linebacker is another player that gets that ability. So if you're looking for a coverage linebacker, really good card here, 6'1", 98 speed. He can come up and stop the run. 94 block shed. He's got 97 power move, only 84 finesse move. I never really rushed him a ton, but if you ever want to send like a linebacker blitz, he's going to be good there. Also has that 97 acceleration. But like I said, better off in coverage, really high man coverage, really high zone. He's going to get lurk artist for 0 AP, and he also gets secure tackler for 0 AP as well. I take that back. It's 1 AP for secure tackler. But this card, like I said, really good in coverage and only about 260,000 coins. If you need a linebacker as a user, the best budget option or inexpensive option is going to be Isaiah Simmons. I really love Fred Warner, but he's up to about 450K. He took a big dip earlier in the week, I think due to that 99 overall Pat McAfee. Warner's now back up in price because of that. Isaiah Simmons is more affordable at 273,000 coins, 6'4", 97 stock speed, 94 block shed, 95 hit power, 93 zone coverage. His man is decent, not great, so I would recommend either putting him in zone or using him, not really putting him in man coverage a ton, but he does get lurk artist for 0 AP, and it's not necessary, but deep zone knockout for 1 AP is pretty good if you're going to play him in some like purple zones and blue zones up the middle of the field for deeper routes like that. So really good inexpensive option as a user. And we have another Simmons in Justin Simmons. Still, to me, the best value free safety in the game. 6'2", 97 speed, 92 man, 97 zone, 95 hit power. He just makes plays for me day in and day out. Main account, no money spent account. He is him. I love this card a lot. One of my favorite cards over the last month or so. 280,000 coins. He's basically an upgraded version of Ronnie Lott from the Super Bowl promo. Deep zone KO for 1 AP, pick artist for 0 AP. That's the combination that I went with. And the combine strategy item is still active on all of these combine cards that I've mentioned, so you can easily get him to 98 speed. Those Bo Jacksons are easily obtainable up to 99 speed, and they're all very, very inexpensive. We really, really badly need a new strong safety. We'll see what content we get this week, but you can move him over at strong safety. His overall will go down from that secondary position change, but he still plays the same. So he can play either side of the ball or either side of the field if you need. And I got 3 cornerbacks for you to close out the video. The first one is Team of the Year Sauce Gardner, 6'3" with 98 speed. You want to play him as a slot defender, especially if you run a lot of zone. He's going to get pick artist plus your choice of mid zone KO or flat zone KO all together for 0 AP. So 2 0 AP abilities, really good as a slot defender. Like I said, good man coverage at 98, good zone coverage at 98, press at 97. You can play him on the outside. The only tough thing is that he gets deep route KO, which is a great ability for man coverage, but you can't pair that with pick artists. And to me, I hate playing without pick artists this year. It's sometimes they don't even jump for interceptions without it, which is a shame. The game shouldn't play that way, but it is what it is. So that's why I always recommend abilities that you can pair with pick artists, and that's the route to go with Sauce Gardner. Another Team of the Year card, Patrick Surtain. You can play him on the outside. By the way, Sauce is about 285K. Surtain's about 275K, so similar price range. Surtain's good because he's 6'2", 97 speed, 98 man, 94 zone, 99 press, but he gives you your option of either deep route KO or deep zone KO. You pick one or the other based off of the scheme that you play, and then you can pair that with pick artist. Makes him the perfect combination. Big time playmaker for me on my main team when I had him, and he's currently one of my best cornerbacks over on my Nobody Spent squad. Still out there grabbing interceptions for me. And we got a versatile guy to close it out here in Peanut Tilman from the AKA promo. 97 overall, 6'2", 97 speed, 95 man, 97 zone, 99 press. Very similar to Surtain. The only difference is that he's going to be better fit for a zone only scheme. He gets that deep out zone KO for 1 AP in 2 different buckets. And then you basically have your choice of either pick artist for 0, mid zone KO for 0, or flat zone KO for 0. So basically pair one of those with the deep out zone KO, and you're going to only spend a total of 1 AP. It's up to you if you want to play him on the outside or as a slot defender because of those zone knockout abilities. It'll make him good pretty much everywhere. And there you have it. Those are all the cards right now that I think are worth taking a look at. What cards did you guys pick up this weekend to make your team better? Let me know down below in the comment section. And thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.